But that was a beautiful picture of what demons do to us. They take our joy, they try to, and they do that in these times where we are inattentive, we're not actively engaged in something. Have you ever been sitting in church, maybe under Roger's preaching, and all of a sudden these weird, wacky thoughts come into your mind? You ever imagine somebody coming in and shooting up all kind of stuff? You reckon that's your thoughts? Probably not. And the thing is, if you were paying attention, that wouldn't happen to you. But that's happened to each and every one of us, and that is how that works. And those thoughts, ladies, my dental hygienist a couple months ago, we were talking about the Lord, and she said, I really have these just awful thoughts all the time. And I said, well, have you considered that that might not be your thoughts, but they might be those of your demon? She said, well, what are you talking about? So here's a woman who's thinking, really, she might be on the edge of insanity because of the thoughts she's having, when in reality, those thoughts may originate somewhere else. And if you're willing to believe that, what the Bible basically tells us, then there's deliverance for you and I who have thoughts that we shouldn't be having if we were normal. Well, you'll hear that. But that's a lot of times what Satan's doing to you. All right, so that's how it happens. You keep having these thoughts, the same thoughts, which are nothing more than your personal demons shouting words or phrases at your soul. But then the problem sets in. You start to believe those thoughts. You assume that they are your own thoughts, and then you act on them. Then you act on something very negatively. Take, for example, the case of a 5'8", 110-pound woman who believes she's overweight. Give me a break. Clearly not overweight, all right? But your mind is telling you something different from what the scales are screaming at you. And then your demon brings in some backup. And we know that from also this other example, that there can be as many as 2,000 demons to enter into a human. We've got a biblical reference to that. That can happen. But let's say this demon goes easy on it and just brings back about 200 of his fellow teammates. And they start to harp on you. They start to get you to distort, or they're able to distort what you're seeing. And there's a whole other lesson on that one too. Can demons make you see things? I think there are biblical examples of where they can. So all of a sudden, you're looking in the mirror, you believe you see an overweight person at 110 pounds. I wish I was 110 pounds. And that just won't work for you, so you go on a diet. All right, but you're already too skinny to lose any weight. So you consider bulimia. Everything you eat comes back up. At your demon's suggestion, of course. You ever wondered why? What makes people do such things? Demons, folks. They're there. They're there with those suggestions. And in the right situation and the right circumstances, they'll lead you astray every time.